freezing and raining outside. I've just realised my roots are really bad, but I'm getting them later. I'm going to take this off otherwise they'll go all red. Okay, so today's video, as you've seen on the thumbnail, is we're going to be talking about how to be a blogger, how bloggers make money, and why I'm so rich. They're the three things we're going to cover. I already filmed this video yesterday and I had it all ready to put up today, and I just weren't happy with it and thought I'm just going to skip a video today. I deleted the whole thing and now I kind of regret doing it, and I wish I'd kept it and just put it up and just to see your feedback. If you don't like this kind of video, I understand, I won't be offended and we just won't do them again. But if it helps like a few people who are starting a blog, that's all I want. And if a few of you who really love blogs and vlogs and you read and watch and you don't really understand how it all works and this is just a bit enlightening, then that's all I want to achieve. I'm super casual today, my like indoor outfit on. So I didn't want to film this video, one because I've always felt like I can't really give advice on how to start blogging. I find that a bit cringe for me because I feel like I still feel like I'm such a small blogger and I should leave this to like the people with 500,000 followers and above, but it really isn't all about those kind of numbers. I do this for a living. Paris works with me, so we've obviously achieved something. Tomorrow I have the most exciting shoot with one of my favourite brands. I'm so honoured that they've asked to work with me. So yeah, I thought surely I can give some advice now. I do consultation for brands as well, so I do know a lot about behind the scenes, even if I wasn't a blogger. And I thought that this would be so boring because I'm just sitting here and you looking at my pillow face for half an hour. I thought it'd be boring, and I'm so worried about getting any controversial feedback because I hate confrontation in real life, and online it's even worse. It can get really abusive. So those are the reasons why I didn't want to do it. But about 6 months ago, I nearly gave up my blog. It wasn't to do with the comments that I get. They don't help, but it was mainly from how the industry has made me feel, how ruthless it really can be, and just how people made me feel. And I just thought, I'm gonna give this up, I'm not enjoying it anymore. And then I actually realised how many amazing followers I do have. Not that you outweigh the negative followers, it's nothing to do with that, but I appreciate all the people that do watch or follow or interact with me, and I can't just dismiss that. I can't dismiss the fact how much I love doing this, and I can't dismiss the fact that there are so many amazing, creative, fair PRs, and I shouldn't take to heart some of the ones that are quite unfair and not very nice. So that the good outweighs the bad, basically. And I thought part of my strategy to plough through this kind of thing is to be more open with you about my feelings. So I'm just going to be sharing more things, sharing how I get through these kind of times, and you can relate. I think if you're a dentist or you work in a library, you will be able to relate. Even if you're a student, you will be able to relate to some of the struggles in business because it's all the same. It's not just to do with blogging, so I feel like that would help. So my second video, if this all goes well, I'm going to talk about all the knockbacks I've had when I started blogging and all the continual ones I've had throughout, from business deals, like outside blogging. I'm not just going to be talking about blogging, the people, like how awful some of the people can be. So yeah, that'll be my next thing that I'll talk about, but only if you want to hear it. So that's my super duper long introduction. Let's get into the video and talk about what I said I was going to talk about. Okay, so first of all, how do bloggers earn money? This is literally, I have no hidden agenda or I'm not going to exploit any bloggers or exploit the inner secrets of the industry. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be gossiping, spilling any tea or anything like that. It's literally a video for all of the people that message me daily saying, how do you make money? And they're not being nasty, they're just generally like, why not? You are 50% to what blogging is. Us influencers create all the content, we put it out, and you do the second half and make it all go around. So I do think it's fair that you'll just understand what we do and how it works. And a lot of you already know, but going by the amount of people that say, how does this work? What's your real job? And sorry if I'm if I talk for more than 5 minutes, I really struggle, so sorry about that with my races. But yeah, so many people message me, so like they don't understand, and I think it's fair that I explain it. I even have like my electrician come around saying, how does it work? So many people want to know. So it's just a transparency thing between me and my viewers. I'm talking on behalf of me, not other bloggers. And also, if you want to start a blog, I get so many people say, how do you make money blogging? I really want to do it. So how do I start a blog? So I'm going to kind of merge the two and really hope it's helpful. If it's not, I won't do it again, I promise. Bloggers earn money through quite a few different ways. YouTubers, we earn money from AdSense. So that's the ad that you see at the beginning of the video. Some people are a bit greedy and they'll put like 7 ads in the middle, and I think it really is a bit greedy, and for me, I just simply can't get into something when there's 7 ads in a 20-minute video. The only time I think it's acceptable, and I'll put an extra ad in, if it's a job that, or a video that we've worked super hard on and we've put so many hours into it, and I really don't earn a lot of money from YouTube. Like, I could not do this as a full-time job. Paris and I put the most time and effort into our YouTube, and it is the smallest earner for us. And that's me just being really honest with you, because I have such a small channel and I don't do many paid promotions. I do it because I really love it. Paris really enjoys doing the editing. And also, I miss some of my old styling one-on-one with my client, and I don't do the videos exactly the same, but it really makes me enjoy like an old job that I used to have. So that's why I do it, and the bigger picture is hopefully it will go bigger and better, hopefully. So yeah, AdSense, I think it's acceptable when people put a few more ads in when they've worked really hard on something. And you know, if they have done something like reveal video, I got a divorce, so I'm pregnant, why not? Like, people need to make a living. Put in an extra ad when you know you're going to get a lot of hits. Like, it's acceptable. I just personally don't think it's acceptable when YouTubers exploit that and put too many ads in. Like, I personally don't like that. The second way that we earn money is paid partnerships. That would be paid partnerships on Instagram, blog post, or a paid video. Another way, the third way of earning, is affiliate links. So when we put a link in the description box or in the blog or on swipe up the stories, those affiliate links, we get commission. It doesn't affect your sale at all. A lot of people get offended by these and don't want to use them. That's fair enough. But if a blogger is recommending, like if you're watching me right now and you love this t-shirt, you have never seen it before, or maybe you have seen it before and you didn't know how it looked, and I encouraged that sale, then it's only fair that we get the commission. For something like this, for something that's £20, I don't know exactly, I'm not very on top of it, but it's probably going to be like 80p commission, probably not a lot at all. So it is fair, I think it is fair using affiliate links. I don't see anything wrong with it. But I just want you to know that if you get offended by that, it is fair if we recommend it. So yeah, affiliate links, and I think that's it really. A lot of people sell their gifting. A lot of PRs have told me that they don't really mind as long as you've promoted it and you know you've had it for a decent amount of time. They're not going to begrudge you if you sell things. So a lot of people do that. I barely ever do that because I tend to pick things that I love, and I don't accept random gifting. My PO box is not public. Great, now I feel like my eczema is coming out of my mouth. Probably got lipstick everywhere. But a lot of people do sell their gifting, and you know, each to their own. I don't think, you know, I don't have an opinion on that really, as long as you aren't doing it massively. Like, there was one blogger that got exposed for literally accepting gifts and selling it the next day, and to me, I don't think that is a good example of blogging, because why are you going to, I mean, if I got gifted this, I bought it, but if I got gifted this and you saw it on my Depop or selling it on Instagram the next day, you're not going to buy what I recommend because you know that my agenda for sharing it is wrong. So they're all the ways that we make our money. A lot of people have side jobs and side businesses. Paris and I have side things. We have other businesses. We tend to not talk about it. We keep it separate because it's separate. We do talk about some of them. I guess that comes into why am I so rich? Like, forgive me, but that was just a bit of a joke because I've been doing this for so many years and I see so many discussions. Why is she so rich? I see it all the time. Why is she so rich? People ask me, people like tell my friends, and then my friend will be like, oh, she's actually my friend, and then they tell me the conversations, and it kind of just was a bit of a joke really. And all I really want to say about that is just don't judge people by their income. You can actually never ever tell how much a blogger is earning. You can roughly tell. Like for me, example, I do the consultation. I actually do have friends that are anything from 5,000k followers to over 1 million followers, and we don't divulge all what we earn, but we kind of open now and again. If they was to ask me, I'd be open, and vice versa, only with my close friends in the blogging industry. So I do roughly know. And just as an example, you could have 2 YouTubers. I'll give you a few examples because I have seen a lot of things written and spoken about how YouTubers don't earn any money and they're living the high life, and it's all fake. And yeah, a lot of people probably do that, but a lot of people do that in real life. It's no different on blogging. And I think that you can tell when someone is not living their lifestyle. And so what? Like sometimes you even know that a blogger's doing it for that, but they're still styling good, they're still recommending things, and I don't think it should be judged and read into. So you could have 2 bloggers, both with 100,000 subscribers. This YouTuber might be putting 3 ads in a video, this one might be doing 1. This one is going to be earning 3 times as much already. This one may be making loads of sales on affiliate links. This one you might love watching, but you don't really want to buy what he or she buys. So already you could have someone with the same amount of followers earn an equally amount but through different avenues, or this one could be making a lot of money for AdSense, especially with the triple ads. This one's making the same amount of AdSense, less AdSense, but making even more money for their affiliate sales, and they're being paid for the video, so they could be getting paid 10 times more than this one. You just don't know. You could have another blogger the same as me, and they might create really pretty content, they might be really cool and build awareness for a brand, but maybe they don't sell. I might not make that much strong content and my pictures aren't as pretty, but I sell every day. Like, that's just an example, that's not how it is, but that's just an example. You could also, like a good example I guess is to look at someone like me. I really hope I'm not boring you. Is to look at someone like me. You could probably look at my Instagram and think, she's earning £500 a month. You could easily say that. You don't know that I'm charging £50 or £100 per Instagram post. How do you know? How do you know if my stats are so strong I'm charging £10,000 a picture? Because if your stats correlate to a certain media value, you have every right to charge your brand that. So unless you see the insides of someone's stats, and no matter how much software you get, only the real seller and the PR behind the brand can actually see your media value and how much it truly is worth. So you can't really predict that. Even the people that I know roughly what they charge and what they earn because they've told me, I still don't really know what they earn, and it's none of my business, and you should just focus on what you're doing. But the media value is how you get your stats, which I'll talk about later for when you want to start your own blog. And I think I've forgotten what I'm saying. I knew this was going to bloody happen. It's because I veered off. Oh, now I'm panicking. Internally I'm panicking. It's all gone wrong. I'll just start talking. Hopefully I'll channel back to where I was. Oh, I've forgotten. Yep, so you could look at me and think she's earning this amount. Oh yeah, and then you could look at my AdSense and be like, she's earning $500 a month on AdSense. She's not earning a living. But the truth is, you don't know, and I'm not just talking about me, like it could be any blogger, you don't know what she's, if she's doing anything like another job, if she's in, that you just don't know. I have another friend blogger who's got so much property, and I think I've not heard her talk about it once. And I've seen comments on her channel, how is she buying these bags every day? The girl is actually so business savvy. She has other things going on before YouTube. She was buying property before YouTube, and she doesn't really talk about it. But yeah, I see everyone judging her in the comments, and she doesn't feel the need to talk about that. And I have so much respect for her for being like this. There are other bloggers that could be the same as me, and they're charging so much per post. I know one blogger who you'd look at her and think, oh, she's such a great blogger, she never does any advertising, she doesn't earn any money. People tend to be really drawn to people that don't do any advertising, and I kind of get that, but I don't know why people hate on people that do advertising, but that's another argument. But anyway, this blogger, she is such an amazing blogger. Everything she puts on is so cool, so put together, so unique. She totally is 100% her own style, and people can see that and they really gravitate to her. If I had a brand, I'd love her to wear my brand. She's never done one paid partnership. She doesn't have a YouTube channel, but she makes an absolute fortune in swipe ups. So you could look at her and think, she doesn't earn an actual penny. How is she doing all this? Yeah, she does the odd swipe up, but I don't make money in swipe up, so how can she? No, everybody's different. Some people have really huge buying power, and selling power, I mean, and you just can't judge. So just wanted to get that out of the way and really focus on what you're doing as a viewer. Do you like that blogger? Do you like their vibe? Do you feel they're honest? Do you like their style? And that's all that really should matter. Same in life, and the same if you're going to be a blogger. Just focus on your own self. So we've got that out of the way. I wanted to talk about paid partnerships on Instagram. I had someone message me saying, I really want to be a blogger. I've noticed, I love your vibe. I've noticed that you don't do many paid partnerships. You actually do none. How do you make a living? I'm not getting any paid partnerships, so can you give me some tips? And I said to her, I don't do that many, but I do enough, like to earn a living. And the confusion is that I don't do paid partnerships on the tab. So I get asked this quite a lot, so I just wanted to address it on here. For some reason, Instagram does not allow my account to do paid partnership. I have no idea why. I've even had brands say to me, Claire, we really need you to do the paid partnership on this one. And I'm like, I promised you I can't do it. Even in the meeting, I've given them my phone and said, if you can work it out, let me know. I've had other bloggers show me how they do it, and I just don't have the settings. And they've tried on mine, they're like, you don't have it. So I think I've asked Instagram, they completely ignore me. It's like a tumbleweed moment. When they introduced the swipe up on stories, that just appeared on my story one day, and I was in what I think was the first batch. It used to be for verified accounts only. Then everyone started getting it, and people were asking me every day, how do you do that? How do you do that? All these bloggers were asking me, and I said, I don't know, it just appeared. And then they did another batch, and pretty much everyone had it. So when I saw that not verified accounts were doing paid partnerships, I thought, okay, I don't have it, maybe I'll be in the next batch. Then the next batch came, then the next batch came. A year later, I'm still not in it. They ignore me and I can't do it. So we as bloggers have to declare everything that's paid. It is very confusing for us and for you because it is different rules in different countries. America and England are quite similar. Germany has their own set of rules. Like, I'm pretty certain, yeah, I do know this, that if they get gifted something, they have to declare it as a paid partnership. So to the outsider, and even some bloggers were like, oh my god, everything they're doing is paid, like, whoa. And it is confusing, and I've actually watched a presentation where a German blogger said it's actually really unfair for us because it looks like we're being paid for everything and we're not. It's coming across too pushy, we hate it. And I can understand that, I'd feel the same. So it's very confusing for you, it's very confusing for us. I've had someone once say to me on YouTube, do you know what you're doing is illegal? And I was like, oh my god, I didn't know that was illegal. I honestly didn't know, and I looked into it, and it actually wasn't illegal, but I really looked into it, and it is hard for us to keep up. If any blogger, by the way, knows if there's any agency or ASA newsletter that we can subscribe to that keeps us updated with any rules, I'd love that, because we have to work it all out ourselves, and we have to take it really seriously because this is illegal, and you know, we have to make sure we're doing everything right. And a lot of the PRs also don't know. So if anyone knows anything like that, please let me know. If you want to say to me, Claire, I think this is illegal, what you're doing, by all means tell me, educate me. Just don't say it aggressively so that I want to shut down my YouTube channel. So yeah, we have to follow all these kind of rules, and if you want to set up your blog, you have to be very, very up on all of these kind of rules and regulations, which didn't exist a few years ago. I think I've covered everything. I'm not naming and shaming anyone. I would never do that with anything. And I'm also not going to credit the bloggers that I really respect, that I think are pioneer in the industry, because then people try and work out who I'm targeting and who I'm not. So I'll try and be just neutral in that whole thing. One thing I thought I'd talk about is the different sides of blogging, in how some people are a lot more ruthless than others. I guess I can say I have to be really careful about this. Like with the whole clickbait thing, I'm really against that. I think that some clickbait is really reasonable, like if you're announcing a pregnancy, a new house, like house tour, like all of these kind of things. Just a small example, I'm announcing a divorce, I don't know. Like sometimes clickbait is absolutely worth it. I don't think I've ever done one, but if I do, I would definitely do it if I had something to talk about. I've actually had quite major things that have happened to me, like I've never done a house tour in any of my 3 houses when I've been doing YouTube and even the blog. I've never ever done that. It's just my choice. I actually love watching house tours. I don't have anything against that. Maybe I'll do one in the future. I've had loads of things happen to me, like even when my car got stolen. I think I might have said that in the thumbnail, but I didn't do like balaclava man and make it look like I got robbed. I've seen things like I've had the worst week of my life, and the YouTube video has double, like 100,000 more video views than what their average channel video does, and you click on it, you get enticed in it, and it's like I smashed my favourite bronzer. And that might be really stressful for them, and lucky for them that they don't have anything worse going on in their lives, but just be a bit more appreciative of other people that would watch that and actually be a little bit offended, being like, I'm really got some really bad problems. And I know it's all subjective, but I think sometimes it can be a little bit unthoughtful that you've dramatised smashing your blusher, or maybe putting like a balaclava person saying we've been robbed, and really someone spent £50 on your credit card, which I have seen before. I've also seen videos that I said we were robbed, and it really is the most awful story, and they've been really educational and been like, if you're in this situation, make sure you do this, and it's been such a great video. They really did have such an awful experience, and the least that they should get out of it is a YouTube video that done well and can also educate others. But I've also seen similar videos where they've just said that someone's literally spent £200 on their credit card, and you know, that's all happened to us. So if you're going to be a blogger, you can go down that route of clickbait. It works really well for some people. You will 100% earn money because it always works. People will always come back and watch those clickbaits because it might be one for real. There's someone that I praised recently on Twitter because she had a huge, I'm gonna have to wrap this up, she had a huge announcement and she still didn't clickbait it, and even I was like, come on, you can totally like make a big deal out of that, it's the biggest news ever. But some people are just really scared to do it, as am I. So I guess we'll talk about that. So talking about how we earn money, how I'm so rich. Sorry that you might even see that as a bit of a clickbait thing, but the truth is, and this is really, I'm saying this for all the people that really do support me, which is the majority of you. You just have to work really hard, be really focused on yourself. I studied marketing, I studied fashion at 2 universities. If my blogging, if the blogging bubble ever bursts tomorrow, not only am I well educated, I also have other businesses that could keep my same lifestyle as it was, and the time that I spend on blogging I would just put into those businesses or start something else, and I would be absolutely fine. And I think that's really important in today's blogging world. I think that it's so enticing to be a blogger, which I understand, but make sure that you are educated so that you can have something to fall back on. When people come from the industry, it does, in such a saturated market, it does help you stand out from the rest. I'm not saying that with everyone, because some people are really charismatic, really talented at makeup and all of this, so it absolutely works for so many people. But if it was me and I was super talented at makeup, I would still probably want some sort of, I don't know, even a makeup diploma, so that if the blogging bubble bursts tomorrow, I could be a freelance makeup artist or something. That's just my personal advice in such a saturated market. And actually I didn't do that before because I didn't actually know I was going to be a blogger. But for those that want to start, I would advise getting some sort of academic or diploma or something, and working in the industry is vital because you get to learn all aspects of your industry, and more importantly, you have to earn money somewhere. For the generation before me that started blogging, we all had jobs because there was no such thing as paid blogging, no gifts, no press trips. And I'm not saying that we're more superior to the people starting now, it's just how it is. But if you start now, just know that you do have to start with a full-time job, or at least a part-time job. Save for a couple of years, get a whole year saving. And like me, I just used to blog on my lunch break, do my photos on my lunch break, do it every single weekend with whoever I was with. And if you persevere with that, that will separate the people that can do it long term and the people that give up and get bored, because it's actually harder than you think. And the blogging world is endless. You can do so much. You can open different accounts for beauty. Like I see so many bloggers that have fashion accounts, beauty accounts, interior, travel. Like you can create all these different outlets. You can have your own brand, own extensions, own makeup palette, own shoe line. Like it really is a good platform, and I do advise everybody to start it. There's room for everyone. Just think of something unique, be true to yourself. Try not to focus on others. You will get the bad comments, but just make sure that the people around you are your network, because you're really going to need that. And at the end of the day, when someone says you're ugly, you've got bad teeth, why did you buy that coat, it's pathetic, you've just got to learn that it's actually their problem, not yours, and it's inevitable. It's always going to happen. Don't get bothered by it. Yeah, it's just going to happen, really. So just prepared for that. The bigger you get, the worse it's going to become. I think I've covered everything, really. I feel like I've touched the surface on each subject, but I really don't want this to be longer than 30 minutes. I feel like I really have... Do I look like an egghead like that? I really feel like I've just touched the surface, but let me know if you like this video. And I think the next one that I'll talk about is all the struggles that I've had, especially in the last 8 months when I nearly gave everything up. Yeah, and the only reason why I decided to do it, carry on doing it, is because of when you actually think of 100,000 people on my Instagram, 60,000 subs, even though they're mixed together, it's still a lot of people. And I even got invited to my old school. I don't even know how they know about me. They asked me to come as a guest of honour to hand out awards and talk about my career and all what I've achieved. So that was another reason why I did this video. So I thought, okay, I'm definitely at a point now where I can talk about it. So let me know if this was of any use and it was helpful. Who is that? It's probably one of the dogs outside. Let me know if it was useful. Let me know if you need any questions setting up a blog. Leave them in the comment below, because if you send me an email, I'll answer a few, and then it's just pointless me putting all this effort into one person when I can just openly say it on the comments. So if you're starting any career, whether it's a jewellery line, I spoke to somebody on Instagram the other day, she wants to start a jewellery line. I was giving her all the advice I could from my own self. If you fail, start again. With my personal shopping company, I set it up when I was 21 and I wasn't experienced enough, I wasn't confident enough, I didn't have really much support from people, not financially, like someone going, you can do it, you can do it. I didn't have enough of that, and like, that sounds really bad, but it was because my dad was really, really ill at that point. That was around about the time he had his transplant, and everyone just wasn't focused on that. I didn't really have a boyfriend that was like, with, you know, it just didn't work out. So I went and got 5 years experience, and I went back full force, confident, and I said, if it fails, I'm going to keep on doing it until it makes it. And that's exactly how my motto with everything. If you try hard enough, you can achieve anything. So even if it's not blogging, just give it your 100%, and if it fails, pick yourself up, do it again. Analyse what you did wrong. Did you not know your market well enough? Was you not selling in the right place? Did you not think about sustainability enough? Did you not have enough experience? Work out what it is, go and learn that, and then come back again. So just touched on all of that. Let me know if you'd like suggestions for other videos. Maybe you'd want a styling video, but actually for me to talk about the process, how I got into the fashion industry, what all the education that I have. If you want me to talk about the bad side of business, the bad side of blogging, let me know. I'm more than happy to talk about it, and that's going to be like a new philosophy for me at the moment, just to be more open with my feelings. So I hope that I'm just repeating myself now, but I just wanted to be transparent with everyone that's ever asked me, how does she have all of this? How does she earn money? How do these bloggers earn money? All they do is sit at home. And it's not about the negative comments. That last one was the negative comments. All the others were actually really like normal comments. If I wasn't a blogger, I'd probably think the same. And when I first started blogging, I used to think the same. There was this one blogger that I used to think, how do they have such an extravagant lifestyle? They're a full-time blogger and they never do any paid partnerships anywhere. I've been blogging for so long now, it's cut out, so let me quickly wrap this up. Yet they've been blogging with no affiliate links, anything like that, but yet they live this extravagant lifestyle. I realised that they were using AdSense. So I did YouTube for a whole year without any AdSense because I thought it was YouTube that picked who had one and I wasn't popular enough. Not one blogger told me, oh, you need to put an AdSense at the beginning of your video. And I only started doing that like a year ago, not even that, and my handbag video had 500,000 hits and I never put an ad on it. So I think this is right, but for every million views you get, I think you get £12,000. I think it's $13,000 per million hits. So if you see a YouTuber with 1 million hits, roughly know that they got about $12,000, $14,000, something around that. Let's say £10,000. They got about £10,000 for that video. And if you're doing 1 million views in a month, you can work it out for yourself. So everybody that says YouTubers don't earn any money, not me, because I don't have nowhere near like that, but they do earn money. And I think that you don't realise how much work it goes into these bloggers that are literally putting up like 5 videos a week. Like that is so much work, and then they have to captivate you to keep coming back, so they've obviously got some sort of entertainment. So, you know, each to their own. And if you could start up a YouTube channel tomorrow, like you know, the thing I most watch on YouTube is like funny videos and the Ellen show like clips. That's what I watch. And these people must earn a fortune. Like they have over 1 million hits and they're not even showing their face, and good on them. So yeah, that person, I realised that they were earning a fortune out of AdSense and I didn't even know. I wasn't really that bothered because I never actually asked them. I could have asked them, I knew them. Yeah, and I never did, and that was the answer. So yeah, I think I'm just absolutely rambling. Hope it was helpful. Let me know if it's not and I won't do one of these again. I already have the next video planned. If you want me to hear about it, happy to take suggestions. Also, if you want to see anything else, a lot of people have been asking for a denim edit, I'll get that sorted. Just let me know. I feel really, my gut feeling is you're going to hate this video because I've just sat here with my face all day. And you're gonna hate it, and it was boring, and you're probably like, yeah, Claire, we already know this anyway and we don't really care. But I'm gonna put it out there, and if you don't like it, you don't like it. T-shirts from Zara, by the way. Cashmere's from FIGLEAVES. I've got a discount code for that if you want to know. And yeah, I'm gonna go get my hair done because I have a really, really, really exciting shoot tomorrow, which it will be on my Instagram stories tomorrow, so stay tuned and watch that if you want to know who I'm working with tomorrow. I'm really excited. And yeah, I'm gonna go. Okay, hope you enjoyed this. If you didn't, please do let me know and I won't do it again. Okay, bye. Thanks for listening.